Welcome to this introduction of the Essentials course for SAP Variant Configuration. Variant Configuration is one of those rare modules in SAP where you can actually be creative. You start with nothing and then build a model that will be pervasive through all the other modules in SAP. The flexibility and integration will enable your company to efficiently handle highly complex products. To implement effective and efficient VC models, your creativity needs to be channeled with good approaches and good techniques. Good foundations lead to good models. Most training courses for variant configuration focus on the detail of learning techniques. Very few provide the foundations and approaches on using these techniques in the correct context, and how you can combine the techniques in powerful ways. That is a problem. As we know, learning a word does not make a sentence, and so learning a technique does not build a model. The way we teach our courses will reduce the time to get a good understanding of VC. You will approach modelling in a consistent way that maintains the model stability and also its scalability. This will improve the integration with the rest of SAP. Many may think that online learning is not as effective as classroom-based learning. In fact, the evidence does not support that assertion. In the classroom, you may think having an instructor is better than interacting with a screen. But actually, you are competing for the instructor attention, tight schedules, and a feeling of cramming in the knowledge. Because online learning is self-paced, you can replay, pause, practice, and actually absorb more information. And with quizzes, you can get immediate feedback on how well you are doing. You may be wondering if these courses are backed up with the right knowledge and experience. My name is Phil Martin. My background started in normal business roles. This is important as a solid understanding of business processes is a good foundation to using SAP. With over 20 years experience on SAP projects in logistics and variant configuration roles across many industries, provides a unique perspective on good modelling practices. Some of you may have met me at the configuration workgroup conferences held over the years in America and Europe. I try to get to these when I can, but it is a long trip from Australia. But they are important and have provided access to people and information you cannot get out of a book. Others may subscribe to my newsletters that I publish a few times a year. And yet others may have met me when I've delivered the SAP PLM 145 variant configuration course, either via a classroom or via web delivery. As you can see, I am a great fan of variant configuration, and I understand it is not always the easiest module to learn. Not because it's difficult to learn, but it's more about how to approach it in the first place. Get the approach wrong and the models can be difficult to manage. So this is the point of difference with our courses. We start with the approach and not just teach the techniques. So how do we do this? Like I said, we do not start with learning techniques. We start with what to consider about your products and processes. Using a realistic business scenario based on manufacturing and selling bicycles, we learn how to use a design framework to start building up our model from scratch. We build up the model layer by layer, and at every step of the way, you'll be part of interactive simulations that are running the SAP transactions. Along the way, you can test your knowledge to further ensure you're learning what you need to know. So in summary, we want you to gain good foundations, good approaches, and good techniques to build great VC models. By learning at your pace, you will have the time to run the interactive simulations, understand the approaches and the context they are used in. So after trying these sample lessons, we'll ask you to provide some feedback to us and rate how you found the experience. We have invested time and energy in these lessons so that you can improve your modelling whether you are a new user or experienced. We thank you for your time.